We want to hear about your stories, how you started these ideas, and how do you create the ecosystem to where it has been right now. And we
Yeah.
want to hear the challenges you face and, learning things for entrepreneurs while watching this as well. Some things
Yeah.
to take note.
Staying small feels boring, and jumping off the cliff feels like there's an opportunity to at least create an impact. So this is what I told Ken back then. I remember this quite clearly. Is that if we don't do this, we'll most definitely stay small for a long time and maybe forever.
Yeah.
But if we do this, we might fail, but we might also succeed. You never know. So there's a chance,
Yeah.
right? There's a chance for success. There's a possibility, right? So just jump.
Wow, that's
One common trait that we
Yeah.
saw with many guests that we interviewed is that is their first leap of faith.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially when they are young, they don't know much.
Yeah.
They have a little bit of that foolish
Yes,
courage, right?
exactly.
And they just
Young
go
and
ahead.
foolish, definitely.
Yeah, foolish. And they just go ahead and they earn their first pot of gold.
Yeah.
So I think that is the beautiful part, especially for startups, for young entrepreneurs who are starting on this journey. I mean, you have a lifetime in front of you, right?
Yeah.
So don't be afraid to take that leap of faith
Yeah.
and to try whatever that is way beyond your dreams, right?
Yeah, I think it's like what they say, like you don't try it's 100% fail.
Yeah.
You try that it's maybe 2% success, but it's still 2%.
Exactly.
Because
Exactly.
the other one is 0%.
Exactly. And even if it's 2% of success, there are 98% is learning. To me, it's experience. And that's so important. So if you ask me, if you try, it's 100% win. Because even if you don't make it, it's a learning experience that will probably give you an extra edge to the next opportunity. So for me, that's my mindset. I rather try and at least give it a shot, than to just sit back and just say that, like, it's just what it is, right? Then there's no meaning lah in life.
Yeah.
It's going to be very boring.
And is that considered your first remarkable success in your entrepreneur journey?
Definitely so. I would say the most notable one, the first notable one, right? I've done a few other things before that, but it's never been that big scale. So, but those other stuff, like I said, I think it's not that they weren't successful. It was successful in their own way.
Yeah.
But it all led up to that moment of that big notable one. So like I said, I think small or big opportunity, should always just try.
Yeah,
Right. Of course, you do certain calculated risks. As you grow older, you become less foolish lah. Right. So then you would actually you paid certain tuition fee across your journey and so on and so forth. And then over time you start to realize that okay, you know how to make better decisions. But should never allow that fear to paralyze you to make decision at all. So I think that's something that I always feel that entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs should really have that mindset. Yeah.
So you earned such remarkable success at the age of 28, 29,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
What do you think that did to your mindset, whether good or bad?
Good or bad? I mean, it definitely was a moment for me to learn about stuff that I think that we overestimated ourselves as well, right? Right. Because like I said, I think we went into the event not knowing a lot of things, like, let's say, crowd management at that scale.
Yeah.
Or how to manage chaos, right? At that scale as well, right? So there were a lot of learning experience. It shifted the mindset in terms of, even though it came at a very big wave of, let's say, success. I wouldn't call it success, to be honest, because if anyone would ask me or talk to me about, say, oh, you're doing very well, you're very successful, I don't exactly feel that. So I would say that back then when that happened, right, it was a wave of attention, and that also helped us to learn to humble ourselves as well. You have to care for everyone, genuinely care some more. You cannot just like fake care, because that's not right, right? So you genuinely care, been sincere, then you tend to neglect yourself. So then it's really a very dark space to be in. And people would think that, like, oh, being an entrepreneur, being your own boss, you make a lot of money and all that. Oh, but I can tell you, no,
Not
you are the last to make any money. You help everyone else make money first, then if there's some scrap, you're very happy already. Like, oh, thank you, got leftover, thanks a lot. But most of the time, you don't you pay everyone first. You pay everyone first. You pay all your partners, your employees, everybody first, and then finally yourself. And sometimes you forget that also,
Yeah.
right? Because you're very fixated on reinvesting it back to the business.
Correct.
So even you have some left, right, you won't take it. You'll be like, hey,
You'll
I got
second
some left.
guess,
Then you itchy hand again. Then like, hey, I think I can do more. Do
Yeah.
more. Then you reinvest, go and do it. Then actually, you don't earn anything. Yeah.